from it and I move on. I never dwell on things and say, oh, let me cry for about it or nah, I'm not that kind of person. We learn from it and we move on. So I never see it as a failure. I see it as a learning process. And that's just who I am. That's what has helped me so far. So every single thing, I just see it as a learning process. There are obviously times you want to give up. There are times that you get very disappointing feedbacks. But I mean, I think entrepreneurs almost every day you want to give up. Even on Monday, I wanted to give up. So let's close this business. I'm tired. But you just have to keep pushing because you know where you want to go, you know what you're trying to achieve, and the effort that you put. So this song that there is no turning back. I mean, I've come this far, you can't go back. Exactly. So you just think about what is at stake. I mean, sometimes when I want to close my business, I just think about my staff and how much impact I've made on them. So far, I think about my clients. There's something that I learned recently, and that is having a folder where you can write all your successes, things that you can go back to. Maybe when you're feeling sad, you can always go back to and read it. So maybe somebody left a review for you, somebody sent a message on how you've impacted them. Just have a folder. So when you're feeling down, you can always go back to those things. During this week, my work is very demanding and mentally exhausting. And that's because I wake up to people's problem every single day. People are messaging me and saying, I have one hacking that just came out today. In fact, they used to come and mark attendance. But I have to also know that there are also clients that are seeing results. So I had a client that reached out to me. She booked another consultation just to show me her skin and how far I've been able to work on that. So that was very amazing, and it usually pushed me throughout this entire work with other clients and give them the results that they are looking for. So I don't see anything as a failure. I just think that you should learn from each and every process. Whatever you are doing, learn from it. Pick what you can pick in people's failure stories than successes, because I feel like you learn more from failures than you learn from successes. So that's what has pushed me this far.
All right, thank you very much for that. I think one thing I picked out from that is that document your journey. Document that success, document that failure. That way you can always go back to them and learn and know what to do better. I hope we are learning things, please. Thank you. So I also like to direct that same question to Miss Ruth. Yes, so now can you talk about a failure or a low moment and how being committed and consistent helped you to recover or bounce back?
All right. I think I'll borrow Anu's words and say that I don't count things as failures. Maybe to put it in a better word, maybe things work out well, and I'll just share a few of my experiences. Now, for someone who is a researcher, oftentimes the goal for researchers is, oh, the academic publications that come with it, right? Getting your paper accepted or what you have proposed accepted. I remember that, okay, when I was trying to prepare for this summit rather, I mean consistency, let me see, and then look through my emails and look at emails from journals talking about, oh, your paper has been rejected, and they were quite a lot. I remember there was a particular time, maybe like 2-3 years ago, if not more actually, where it felt like a particular week it was just bad news, what people call breakfast email from journals, and I'll just laugh. But what happened was that it helped me to also become a better writer, to look through and say, okay, why was this not accepted? Or what could I have done better, right? And that's why sometimes it amuses me. Okay, currently part of my work description is we have a research academy. People sign up and say, oh yes, I want to learn the art of research writing. I want to get published. I want to also they have that goal. And then it amuses me when the person just contributes to one research manuscript from, say, January 2024 to December 2024, contributes to one, that one was rejected. And then wakes up January 5, 2025, and says, Ruth, how far, what's the update? And I'm that way. And that's why it amuses me when people come, I'm like, okay, I mean, you only did one, and then you're expecting some miracle sort of to happen. So those times have just been moments to just know that you can actually do better. I think one thing is when something does not work out, you have to sit down and ask yourself, why did this not work out? My executive director will say something. We said this as a team and say, okay, it's the first time we did something, it didn't go well. Let's take it as ignorance or a mistake or we didn't know about it. The second time, if that repeats itself the second time, maybe some bit of ignorance, maybe some bit of mistake. But the third time, if it repeats itself, then that's becoming a habit. And that means you really have to now sit down and say, no, this cannot happen 3 times in a row, right? Same negative result. I have to sit down and ask myself, what could what should I have done better? And then retrace my step. So, because I know probably people here who also have that dreams, right? You cannot just do one and say, I'm be expecting results. It really does not work out that way. Sometimes you have to go over and over and over again till you get the results.
Thank you very much for that. So you have to go what? Over and over and over again. So your Bible will say, Koni sumi, koni remi. So you keep doing it over and over and over again. So I'll be addressing this question to Mr. Samuel. So can you share a time when you were tempted to give up because progress was slow, and what kept you going eventually?
Okay, thank you. I think there have been a couple of times. I'll pick one particular scenario, and it was with an event we hosted, right? We did the first one in Ibadan here, and by all public measures, so to speak, it was a success. But some of the metrics internally that we were also looking at, we didn't hit the result. So it was discouraging. But okay, we just tried to console ourselves with the parts that went well. And we did it again. I think between that time and now, we had probably done maybe about 5 or 6 of those events. So number one, that was like consistency coming into play, right? But some keynotes there. Number one, with consistency, I think it's very important to just bear this in mind, and it creates balance. So consistency is basically just building blocks, right? You do one on top of the other, like lines upon lines and all of that. And it's very important that instead of saying, oh, we're just going at it again, you are looking at the last one. What did we do? What worked? What did not work? Who can I talk to? What can I read? What research to you get gathered to help me improve on the next time? So you're not just doing the exact same thing you did before that failed, right? You did something before, it didn't go so well. Okay, what's that least? It may just be one adjustment to the next one. So that was what we were doing all of those times with the event. And then, yeah, there were improvements here and there, but somehow it still felt like we had not gotten to where we wanted to go to. So at the point, I consciously decided, okay, you know what? Let's take a pause, because there is a flip side to consistency too. You can have a negative side. You can consistently be bad at something, right? So I had to just take a pause and talk to people. And I mean, I'm still in the process of doing that and just learning. And I got a lot of clarity in the process of doing that and realized, okay, I think I need to focus on this other thing first, then come back and face it. So I think that place of self-audits, right, is very important. Just looking at and being very honest with yourself. Don't mix it up and feel like, oh, because you need to be consistent, you are doing the same thing, making the same mistakes. It's a process of self-improvement and just improvement at whatever it is you are doing. So yes, it's discouraging. There are periods of discouragement, right? But we try again. But this time, okay, how can we try to make it better? Sometimes take a break, pause, rest, go and learn, go and improve yourself, and then try again, right? I think that's.
Thank you very much for that, sir. So it laid emphasis on self-evaluation. Self-evaluation. Evaluate everything I've been doing so far, everything, and then if you need to take a break, you can take a break, but ensure that you're coming back stronger and better. So I also like to direct that question to Ms. Anoluwapo. So now, you said something that time that you're like, okay, maybe you wanted to give up and close down the business, and you had to like think about your staff and everything. So can you just share like more on that? So what kept you going, and how did you pull through that phase of your life here?
Okay, for me, one thing is very consistent. I'm building with the Holy Spirit. I don't build my business alone. In fact, I tell people that Holy Spirit is my managing director, and that's because there are so many things you don't know, and the Holy Spirit, having a relationship with the Holy Spirit would actually help you. I mean, we have a new project coming up, and I had a little idea. I wanted it to be refined. I was like, I'm not going to use ChatGPT for this thing. I think we are already replacing Holy Spirit with ChatGPT. And I said, Holy Spirit, I really need your help. And what he told me was just type. As I was typing, the ideas were literally pouring in. In fact, I had to type, oh my God, in my notes because I was so excited from what was coming. And Holy Spirit actually helps you. 2 days ago, I had to reach out to my friends because I was tired. When I mean tired, I was just tired of so many things that was going on. I was just like, I need a break. But at the same time, I cannot take a break. So I reached out to my friend. I was like, oh, there's this thing about both business and career. Anything you are doing, there are some stages you will get where it feels like you're not seeing the result or the effort that you're putting in. How do you keep moving? How do you push on? Because there are some times I could kill for what I have today. If I had that 2 years ago, I would have been so happy, right? But where I am today, I'm still not satisfied. So where do we get to that point where we are actually satisfied with what we have? I don't think we ever get to that point as human beings. But at the same time, knowing that, okay, I want to be grateful for what I have so far, but while still working to where I want to be. So Holy Spirit will help you. Will also help you to always be constantly grateful for everything. Sometimes you just have to sit down and think of how far you've. I remember when I started my business, I used to drag boxes through each and every room in my hostel selling products. So at that time, I thought, oh, I would be so amazing to have a store. Now I have a store. Now I'm thinking of moving to a bigger space. There are all of these things, but it also comes with their challenges and their problems. So, I mean, there will always be times where you want to give up. You just have to keep pushing. I have amazing friends, so sometimes I have to reach out to them, spend time with them. I can use the last kobo in my account to go out with my friends and have 2 hours conversations, and it's very edifying conversations. Everybody's talking about their experience. There are people in business, in 9 to 5. Everybody just comes to say something or the other that kind of pushes you to the next level. Gospel music is also very good, honestly. Sometimes just sit down for an hour and pray, listen to gospel music. All of that things are going to push you to what next to do. I think we can't give up at this point, right? You just have to keep pushing. Yeah. So we have coping mechanisms.
We can never go back. Oh, no, no. Okay, so as fine boys and girls that love Jesus, why are you relying on your strength? Why are you relying on your strength? Why not just surrender all? Holy Spirit, help me. So I really hope we are taking note of these things. So when your strength fails you, who do you run to? Do you just go about ranting and complaining? What do you do? Are you grateful for where you are? Do you just pour it all out to Jesus to just take the wheel? So I just want you to reflect on that. Thank you. Okay, so far, can you just give a round of applause to all our panelists so far? Like, I don't know if you guys have not been learning a lot, but trust me, I've been learning so much from them. And I trust that you guys have as well. Okay, so I would like to direct this question to Mr. Adesoya. So now, as a leader, how do you deal with discouragement or periods of stagnation? You agree with me that there are periods like that. And what mindset or practices help you stay steady?
I like all these very difficult questions. See, I don't know how to put it, to be honest, but see, let me tell you. Life is hard. And if you're not experiencing it yet, I wish you all the best. Life is hard. And life will always be hard. Just, just take it like that. And I'm not prophesying negatively. I'm trying to transform your minds. The Bible says, be ye transformed by the renewal of your mind. Life is tough and it's hard. So you have to tackle it with that mindset. Let me give a light-hearted example so that I don't want it to be too serious. Is Okwe around? Okay. I married somebody in my class, in our class. And I was very deliberate about it from year one, that I'm going to marry this lady. And I know that life is hard. First, I know Okwe is laughing. She's nowhere near my league. She's nowhere near my league. Like, I'm not qualified to say hi. But I was the class rep. Or class governor. I don't know what people call it now. Somebody is laughing. The person has used that scope before. I caught you. Why am I using this light-hearted example? Because anything, I grew up, maybe some of you have some privilege growing up. So I grew up knowing that life is hard. Very difficult. I went to 7 primary schools. You know why? It's not because we were moving. It's because they were chasing us away. So it's a strategy for me to complete my primary education. You do first time here, they chase you. You go and do second time there till you finish. Yes. So life is hard. And my mom is a very stubborn woman. Consistent with saying, I'm at law school. They know her, and she will not take you to public school. Is this private school, Isha? So when you do first time here, before you know it, you have resumed second time somewhere. So I grew up that life is hard. So I tackled everything with that mindset. That nothing will come to me on a platter of gold. I have to work for it. No inheritance, nothing. So I am like my brother. You know, the question that my brother asked me is still in my head. I'm still thinking about it. That, you know, how do you consider in a place like our country where because life is hard. Tell yourself that. And then you will see, when you know that something is hard, you will attack it hard. I'm sorry, you know, let me just rant, please. I think we are having a generation of very soft young people. Soft life, soft this, soft that. I used to tell some of my money, oh, they're low. Oh, lower now. I will tell you, oh, you don't have. So life is hard. You cannot afford not to be dogged and consistently showing up in this day and age. I'm amazed at these young people that we are here together. Look at what people are working hard. My team is here. We work with content creators. Some, we pay them a lot of money. But these people work hard. We were talking to one person that put out 60 videos every day. Hard, yes. Life is hard. Go back to my story. I was so... One of the reasons I chased this lady with prayer, supplication, and hard work is when they ask me my success story in life, marrying my wife is one of it. I tell you, After I, I became president of our association in school, I used that as a leveler. When class rep did not work, I ran for president. She now agreed for me. Clap for me now. What did I say? Life is what? Say it hard. Life is what? And so you have to attack it hard. Where I'm going, the story I want to share with you is that at some point, when we left university, and she was my girlfriend at the time, I told myself, it's part of what motivated me, because at some point, I was not matching up. I'm using this example lightheartedly. I was not matching up to the standard that I thought fit. So I saw it as a failure or as a setback, like you said. While people were chilling and waiting for NYSC letter, I was running from the streets of... I was caught... I live in Shagamu. I grew up in Shagamu. But I was caught with one of my friends in Surulere. That was when I knew Wizkid on that same street. I was going everywhere looking for job. My friends were telling me, Chairman, calm down now. We just graduated now. Me, I don't know how to tell them that, I want to prove to this girl that she didn't make mistake. The day I got my job at Procter & Gamble, the HR, she told me that I should sign. That, normally when you get this, when we get people, we give them opportunity to call their people, their loved ones. Maybe she now asked me, do you want to call your mom, or is this thing to just tell her the good news? I paused and laughed. I said, I'm not calling anybody, because I know in my heart that I'm not calling my mom. When I got I just said, let me sign and go. I signed it. She gave me my copy. I took the next bus to Agege to go and meet my girlfriend. When I got to her house, I dropped the letter. I said, open it. She thought it's money that is inside. When I got married to her, March 2015, I resigned in August. That was why I was working hard to prove that I can build a family with this woman. I use this, this is not the kind of example I should be giving you, but I use it like that to say, even in the so-called mundane things, you have to show up consistently and fight doggedly. Life, my friends, is what? And you have to tackle it very... Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, sir. So one more time, guys. Life is what? And you have to do what? Thank you very much. So now we're going straight to the last set of questions, and this is for every one of us. So I just want us to answer as briefly as possible. So now speaking to the young adults, so what systems can they put in place to achieve results? So now just see it as you're talking to your younger selves, like, so what system would you advise? A system that has worked for you, a system that you can approve, that you can boast of as a businesswoman, as a leader, as a researcher, as, what as a creative. So what systems have you put in place that you can testify to it that, or tested and trusted, this works? So I will start with Ms. Ruth. Yes, thank you.
Okay, I'm a young person myself, and I think it's quite obvious that I'm young. One thing that has worked for me so far is, I would say, friends. Now, I don't have a lot of friends because I'm quite a reserved person, but I have very good friends. Now, when our keynote speaker was talking today, and he was saying that there are some people that if he wants to do something, he does not tell them, because if he does, they will stay on him. Instantly, I remembered my friend. Now, currently, I'm running an executive master's program. And so yesterday, I was just telling my friend that I will read 6 to 8 a.m. every day. I'd forgotten about it. And then this morning, 8:50, I saw a message. How far have you read? And I'm like, walk, chicken. But if you don't have good friends, if all the friends you have are people that just gist about what's trending, well, only if the trend is adding to your business anyways. Only if it's your business, right? And then they're not people who push you, then you probably not get things done. I know that sometimes my friend has stood on my neck and said, no, today you're going to write 4 papers. And I'm like, I'm not writing anything. Do you get? But I also remember that I'm going to give a report in quotes very soon because he's probably going to call and say, Alpha, if you have you done, I'm like, done what? You said you would do this. I'm like, I can't remember when I said it. So having good friends or companion that push you helps a lot. And that's one thing that has worked for me. So if I'll give you any advice, please work with good people. Because most times they are the ones who connect with opportunities. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So she said, have good words. Have good words. And you also be that good friend. So aside from having good friends, you also ensure that you are that good friend. Oh, over to you, Mr. Desoya. Yes.
The question is what tools or.
Yes. What systems has worked for you or have worked for you that we can put in place?
I will agree with Ruth. People are the best form of systems you can put around you. Good people. I agree with that 100%. Because if I look back at some of the things I've done, it's because I have board of friends or directors. So when you want to build a startup or a business, let me use startup because it's a bit more structured. You need to have like a board. In the early stages, the board can be made up of you and your co-founders. But as you go on, you have like investors that now come to your board. And what is their responsibility? Because you are the founder or the CEO, you are like the alpha and omega of the business. But these people keep you in check to say, okay, are you delivering on some of the deliverables that you have highlighted and things like that? So you need board of friends for whatever thing that you're trying to do. So, and this should be people that are either mentors or accountability partners. That's what I try to call them. I messaged, sorry I'm dragging up into every of my conversation. I messaged him around like 1:30 a.m. this morning because that was when I got back home. And why? Because I went to see, you see the story I told you about how I got the job in P&G. The person that interviewed me, that was in 2010. He's still my mentor till today. So I went to see him. Each time I go to see him like that, my wife and my dad, they know that I'm coming midnight because I'll see him maybe like once or twice in a year. So I try to soak as much as possible from him. I don't care. I don't go out at night, but I don't care. I spend that time. So people like that are trusted mentors, and you need to have them. And as you grow in life, I sack mentors. So there are some people that I'm a mentor, I fired them. No, they didn't do anything wrong. What I'm going to do next, they can't mentor me for it. I hope I won't fire this my guy now because I want to be a politician now, and he's not a politician, but I like him. So what I'm saying is that those are the systems you need to put in place, human beings. Then you see the other one. I said mentors and accountability what? Partners. You see those accountability partners? They are the ones Ruth just described. These are people that will ruthlessly, that works. These are the people that, I said something like, you have a vision, you track ruthlessly, and then you at least entertain some, I don't want to use the word failure again, since Ruth and Anu have corrected us. But some learnings, let's put it in learnings, put them in. So, you see these accountability partners, I have them. My accountability partners today were the people that formed my campaign team when I was running for office in Unilag. They are still with me till today. Because you see those guys, anything you don't want to do, don't tell them. They have taken it as their life mission to be a cockroach, a pest in your life. But you need them. And those are the systems. There are a lot of other tools, but you see, as Ruth was talking, I just also reflected on it. People, mentors, accountability partners will definitely help you with what you're doing.
All right, thank you very much, sir, for that. Now, over to you, Mr. Samuel. So, aside from having mentors, aside from having accountability partners, so what systems can young adults put in place, individuals put in place, to achieve that credibility that they want to see?
Okay, so I have a few things noted, but I'm sorry, I still have to harp on accountability partners and mentors because, especially when you are in a line of business or you're a creative and you're a solo, like it's just a solo business or something like that, it can really, really get very frustrating, very tiring, like day in, day out, just you. Sometimes you just want to rant. So having people that will listen to your rant and steer you in the right direction, right? Having people that will encourage you, right? And I think one of the speakers also said something about, I think that was Ruth, not just people that you are having pointless conversations with, people that, a practical example is one of my friends like that really encourages me. And there was a training I wanted to attend. I'd been following a long distance mentor, right? I'd been following his work and learning, and then he was going to host a master class. And I was eager when I saw the price, how much it was going to cost. I was like, I don't think I can do this. And I just called her and started ranting. This. She kept quiet and listened. And after everything, she was like, how much is so amounts that you cannot invest in yourself? Like it was a major blow, but that was just the push I needed to pay. And till today, I'm still reaping the benefits of that course. So having those people, please, is a very, very important system. Then just a few other things. Like I said before, establish or clarify your motivation, right, for whatever it is you're trying to do. Why exactly? Get down to the why, because that's what you will always keep going back to. Anis talked about having a folder of your wins, your failures, and also your why. So you just go back to it and reflect on that and use that to encourage yourself. Then another thing is, I call it the tiny habits rule. So first of all, so like Mr. Adesanya said during his keynote about consistency being like a value, like just think of it as something that is part of your character. I am a person who is consistent, right? So think of these things as you are ingraining it into your habits. A very practical example is maybe you going to the gym, working out, or exercising, right? You may say, I want to have a six-pack in, in 3 months, right? That's one way to look at it. But if you also look at it as more innately, I am a person who works out for 30 minutes every day. So you've just broken it down into, the other one seems like one big goal, right? But this one is just a small, actionable step you can take, right? Then start small. Don't overwhelm yourself, right? It's something personally I'm still learning, and you just have to, sometimes you just want to, if you're especially the type that is very creative and a lot of ideas are coming, you want to do everything, it's easy to get overwhelmed, and then you get stuck in, there's this thing they say, paralysis by analysis or stuff like that, right? But if you're able to break it down, okay, out of these 20 things I want to do, today I'll focus on just one. Do that one, do it well, and then move to the next thing like that. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much for that. And all right.
All right, thank you. So all they've said, I think I'm going to pick one thing for myself as well, maybe having accountability partners. I would like to say that you all that don't have friends, hi, we are a lot, but something work for us. I'm not saying I don't have friends, but my friends, I have friends, but I don't have these friends that they talk about, not because my friends are not ready to do those things, but because some people find it very difficult to pour out because you find it that, oh, this is so much of a responsibility that you are giving someone else, right? So if you're in that bucket, maybe you should work with me as we grow and have people like that. But if you are still struggling with that, maybe you build habits, because that's what helped me. First thing is, we know this song, you're the best in the room. I tell myself I'm the best in the room, and at the same time I tell myself I'm not the best in the room. Meaning, if I'm in spaces, I would like to learn. It means when I'm saying the things I think I'm best in the room, I bring them as a suggestions and I allow other people infuse in me. So be open to receive from other people because you don't have so much to grab around you. So you are the best and not the best at the same time. I think they've said a lot about building habits, but that's what I would say. You are the best in the room, also not the best in the room at the same time.
Thank you very much. Over to you, Anulapo. Thank you. As we wrap up this session.
Okay, I think they've actually said it all, but what I would like to add is poor plants, Apollo waters, but it's God that brings increase. Whatever you do, if God is not in it, you're playing. My pastor will say, if you go on a joint that God did not send you, pay transport fare back. So don't just wake up and say, I want to do this without actually asking God, is this what your plan is for my life? So many people are just wondering. So in fact, I think there are people that are doing things and it's not working out. And it's because you are not actually supposed to be there. Because that's not what God has sent you to do. So sometimes it's not even just about putting so much effort. Sometimes it's that you're not even supposed to be doing that thing in the very first place. So always ask permission from God. Ask questions. Make sure that God is in everything that you do. Another thing I would also like to add is make sure that you have structure around your goals. So don't just say, I want to achieve this thing. I want to buy a car in the next 2 years. What's the plan to get it? Is someone going to dash you? Have structures around your goals. They talk about accountability partners. You can talk to people that you know that they would hold you accountable to those goals. For me, if we are working on a project, I talk about it immediately, and that's one thing that has helped me. If I have something to do right now, I have an idea right now, I'm working on it immediately. Because when you give it time, doubt starts setting in. You start asking yourself different questions. So once you start working on it immediately, by the time you've gotten to a stage, you won't want to stop. Right? You've done to follow it through and see it through. So make sure you have structures around the things that you want to do, put it in God's hand, and everything will work out eventually.
Thank you very much. Putting plans around everything you want to do, and most importantly, involve God. God at the center of everything. God over everything. You guys, it has been an amazing panel session. Can you give if possible, a standing ovation for all of our panelists? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. A standing and a clapping ovation. You guys can do better. Thank you so much, Ms. Judith Azzi, the country operations manager for Kinoa. Thank you so much, Anu Oluwa-Okedinran, the CEO and medical esthetician, the beauty conglomerate. And then thank you so much, Mr. Michael Adesoya, the chairman, Oris Incorporations. Thank you so much, Ms. Ruth Oladele, the administrative officer, Slum and Rural Health Initiative Network. And thank you so much, Mr. Samuel Okike, the founder, Go Hello and Hello Ibadan. Thank you so much. It was such an amazing time listening to you guys. Thank you so much. Media, I believe you want to take pictures, right? So please, can we just come together for pictures with our panelists? You guys, a round of applause, please, for our amazing panelists. It was such an amazing time getting to learn from them. Thank you so much. Let's know once you're done, please. Media, this is your time. Thank you. Thank you so much, Sarah. Thank you so much. It was such an amazing time. Are you guys having fun? Ha. Have you guys learned? Are you guys recharged? Are you guys fired up? Are you sure? So I just need one person, one very bold person, just one. One person that will just tell me what he or she has learned. We had the keynote address, we had the panel session. You cannot tell me that you've not learned anything. Just one person, a male, a female. Yes, thank you. Kindly come forward, please. Kindly come forward. A round of applause for him. Thank you. Just your name and what you've learned so far.
Yes, my name is Samuel Rojaye. So I've learned more about consistency. And they said consistency is the little effort you put in whatever you do continuously in order to achieving a goal. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So who else wants to tell me what he or she learned? Okay, beautiful lady, come over. Thank you. What have you learned so far today? What have you learned so far today? Thank you. A round of applause for her, please.
So I learned that we should always involve God in everything we do. We should put God first because, okay, sorry for that. My name is Oluwademilade, and what I learned is that we should always involve God in everything we do because without God in what we do is zero. So we have to surrender all to Jesus and put God first.
Thank you very much. That's a very important one. Without God, all you do is what? Zero. Thank you so much. So I would like to call on Daniel to the continuation of our games. So can you signify if you're unable to answer your questions earlier? We sent a link earlier for people to answer questions. Let me know, were you able to access the questions, to answer the questions? Because trust me, we have gifts for you. We have gifts for you. So just signify if you're able to respond. Media, can you kindly put up the link for them again so they can, for those that have not answered the questions, so they can do so. Okay. So right now, we'll be going on a short break. So this time is just for you to go and network. Okay? Do you want to...
Access more than banking.
Okay, so now they are putting up the second link for another set of questions. So we are waiting, media. Thank you. A round of applause for the media guys, please. It's not easy. A round of applause for them. So while they put up the questions. So I was asking us earlier that you should interact. You should get to know the person beside you. So I know that a lot of us here, I just said you did not interact. You don't even know who the person beside you is. I'll not ask the guys because very soon they'll just be saying, I'm a guy. They're always scamming us with that. So I would just like to ask, you guys look like sisters. I feel like we might know each other. Okay, do you know her name? Can you imagine? So the essence of coming for events like this, aside from learning, aside from asking questions, it's also a great platform for you to network. Like I said earlier, jokingly serious. You don't know, maybe you're step next to the next $10 or to the next Dangotes. You never can tell. So, and relationship, just like our panelists mentioned earlier, that we need to leverage on quality relationships. So you never can tell those that you are seated beside. They can end up being your business partner. You can end up being your clients. So do well to just listen to, just communicate with the person beside you. Just say hi, hello. If you are yet to meet the person, just get to meet the person. Do that now. Do all these brothers, they are looking at me. Meet the person beside you. Okay, I think we have the link up now. Hey, you people are not meeting the thing. What is his name? Know his name. All right, so we have the link up now. So you can scan the barcode or just input the link on a browser. You can use Chrome. Let's kindly bring out our phones now. Bring out your phones. Don't look at me. Your phone is in front of you. Thank you very much. Kindly bring out your phones. Thank you. I need us to actively participate. That's the whole essence. So you have to actively participate. So you can scan this barcode or type the link so you can access the questions. So have you seen the questions? If you've seen it, say hi. Hey, this hi, eh? Hiya. If you've seen it, say hi. If you've not seen it, say nay. All the naysayers, Alpha, have you guys seen it? Have you answered your questions? Media, can you attest to the fact that you're already answering the questions? Are you seeing responses already? If you are experiencing any issue, you can just let me know so I can send someone to attend to you. Are we done? Are we done, please? Okay. So right now we'll be going on a short break, just a few minutes break. Then by the time we are back, we'll be going into the breakout sessions where we get to have a one-on-one with our speakers. You know, we have a speaker on career, we have a speaker on research, we have a speaker on a creative speaker. So I want you to determine which speaker you are going to be listening to, because by the time we are back, we would have demarcated the all. You get, so that those that will be going for the career session, I believe we'll make arrangements for that by the time we come back. So I want you to think about it before you go out. So now I'll just ask us to ensure that while we are on our break, we are networking. That is the importance of this. So when next you come back, I'm going to ask you for 4 names. 4 names. Yes. And I'll attach prices to these things. And earlier, I mentioned for our content creators in the house that we have a challenge for content creators in the house for you to create a content and post on social media. At the end of the day, we're going to pick our top 3 content creators. If you've attempted it, kindly raise your hands. Okay, yeah. Thank you very much. High five, please. High five, please. So I have 2 people. So we want more people. So by the time we are back, we should have we have over how many people here, and you guys are not attempting these things. So while you go on your break, that's a very good time for you to also attempt this content creator challenge. You don't have to do too much. It doesn't have to be too much. Just be creative about it. You can go outside. We have our red carpet there. You can just do something in here and just have a lovely time. And don't forget, while you're on your break, don't forget to network. Don't forget to sell your markets. Don't forget to do what? To sell your market. Thank you very much, guys. We can go. Okay, I think there's refreshment, so just remain seated for now while the refreshment goes round. And then after the refreshment, you can step outside. Thank you very much. My name is Akode Victoria, and we will be right back for Bezalel 3.0 breakout session. Thank you.
Best. You can be the King Kong banging on your chest. You could beat the world, you could beat the war. You can talk to God, go banging on his door. You can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock. Yeah. You can move a mountain, you can break rocks. You could be a master, don't wait for luck. Dedicate yourself and you can find yourself standing in the Hall of Fame. Yeah. And the world's gonna know your name. You can walk straight through hell with a smile. You could be the hero, you could get the gold. Breaking all the records they thought never could be broke. Yeah, do it for your people, do it for your pride. Are you ever gonna know if you never even try? Do it for your country, do it for your name. Cause there's gonna be a day when you're standing in the Hall of Fame. Yeah. And the world's gonna know your name. Politicians be preachers, be believers, be leaders, be astronauts, be champions, be truth seekers, be students, be teachers, be politicians, be preachers, be believers, be leaders, be astronauts, be champions, standing in the Hall of Fame. And the world's gonna know your name. to my destiny. I have waited patiently. I have vision, oh I believe. I know I can count on me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up. Here we go, it's getting close. Now it's just who wants it most. It's just life, that's how it is. 'Cause we have our strengths and weaknesses. Oh, I have vision, oh, can't you see? I'm on the move, make way for me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself up. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. 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 Stand up.
I've been walking with my face turned to the sun. Weight on my shoulders, a bullet in my gun. Oh, I got eyes in the back of my head, just in case I have to run. I do what I can when I can, while I can for my people. While the clouds roll back and the stars fill the night, that's when I'm gonna stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home, far across the river. Can you hear freedom calling, calling me to answer? Gonna keep on keeping on. I can feel it in. your smiles. I know what it takes to fool this town. I'll do it till the sun goes down and all through the night time. Oh yeah, I'll tell you what you wanna hear. Keep my sunglasses on while I shed a tear. It's never the right time. Yeah. I put my armor on, show you how strong I am. I put my armor on, I'll show you that I am. I'm unstoppable. I'm a Porsche with no brakes. I'm invincible. Yeah, I win every single game. I'm so powerful. I don't need batteries today. I'm so confident. Yeah, I'm unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Yeah, I'm unstoppable today. Break down, only alone I will cry out now. You'll never see what's hiding out deep down. Yeah. I know, I've heard that to let your feelings show is the only way to make friendships grow, but I'm too afraid now. Yeah. I put my armor on, show you how strong I am. I put my armor on, I'll show you that I am. I'm unstoppable. I'm a Porsche with no brakes. I'm invincible. Yeah, I win every single game. I'm so powerful. I don't need batteries to play. I'm so confident. Yeah, I'm unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. I'm unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. I'm unstoppable today. I put my armor on, show you how strong I am. I put my armor on, I'll show you that I am. I'm unstoppable. I'm a Porsche with no brakes. I'm invincible. Yeah, I win every single game. I'm so powerful. I don't need batteries to play. I'm so confident. Yeah, I'm unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Yeah, I'm unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Yeah, I'm unstoppable today.
This night is cold. Yeah, you can be the greatest, you can be the best. You can be the King Kong banging on your chest. You can beat the world, you can beat the war. You can talk to God, go banging on his door. You can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock. You can move a mountain, you can break rocks. You can be a master, don't wait for luck. Dedicate yourself and you go find yourself. Standing in the Hall of Fame. Yeah. And the world's gonna know your name. Yeah. 'Cause you burn with the first flame. Yeah. And the world's gonna know your name. Yeah. And you'll be on the walls of the Hall of Fame. You can go the distance, you can run the mile. You can walk straight through hell with a smile. You could be the hero, you could get the gold. Breaking all the records they thought Astronauts be champions, be truth seekers, be students, be teachers, be politicians, be preachers, be believers, be leaders, be astronauts, be champions, standing in the Hall of Fame. And the world's gonna know your name. 'Cause you burn with the brightest flame. And the world's gonna know your name. And every other walls of the Hall of Fame. You can be the greatest, you can be the best. You can be the king card hanging on your chest. You can be the world, you can be the world. You can talk your child banging on his wall. You can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock. You can move a mountain, you can break rocks. You can be a master, don't wait for luck. Dedicate your jump and you can find your way. Standing in the Hall of Fame. God at the seed, God at the harvest, God to fulfill all of the promise. God in the many, God in the little, God in the numbered, God in the legend, God at the fought, God at the ancients, God at the start, you're in the reference. You got the author, the one to finish. To you all power we relinquish. Tanya Bagbekele obi kishiwo. Who then do he turn to? Tanya Bamakole obi kishiwo. Who then do he run to? God of the beasts, God of the skylets, God in the fields, God in the kennels, God of the shepherd, God of the sheep, the one behind us, the one to live. God in the prison, God in the palace, God in the den, God in the furnace, God of the sea, God of the insane, the one outside us, the one within. You're God of mercy, God of repentance. You're God of battle, you God of vengeance. You're God the anchor, the one who holds us. Oh, you're the center, oh, you're the focus. Tanya Bagbekele obi kishiwo. Who then do he turn to? Tanya Bamakole obi kishiwo. Who then do we run to? Your God of spirit, your God of flesh. Your throne belongs to no one else. God in the secret and the revealed, the one who gives life, the one who kills. God of the stars, God of the sun. To you all creation belongs. God of Trinity, all in one. God Father, Spirit, you got the Son. Tanya Bagbekele obi kishiwo. Who then do he run to? Tanya Bagbekele obi kishiwo. Adé orí ni mo bá dé. Mo kí yín o. Mo lọ́ra mo lójú, mo lè mí mo gbìyànjú. Fi gbé yín ga o. Only you make it feel something, something, something unusual. When you love, you leave nothing, no residuals. Supreme, esteem, highly celestial. Always sealed in the heavens, it's confidential. To me, to you, woo, 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 woo. And you are the only one. Nobody gets me like, nobody gets me like you, like you. For you are where I belong. To me, to you, woo, 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 woo. And you are the only one. Nobody gets me like, nobody gets me like you, like you. For you are where I belong. What the Beotoriki can't do enough with my eulogy or my praises or adorning. Live my whole life, give evidence. What you will do shall be permanent. In the fullest of power, in the fullest of lavish. You know I wanna feel something, something. You in particular. Drown me in your love, it's all I require. Supreme, esteem, highly celestial. Always sealed in the heavens, it's confidential. To me, to you, woo, woo, woo. And you are the only one. Nobody gets me like, nobody gets me like you, like you. For you are where I belong. To me, to you, woo, 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 woo. And you are the only one. Nobody gets me like, nobody gets me like you. For you are where I belong. To me, to you. Bend my head and my knees, holding you deep in my chest. I'm burning you like a nether, I'm carrying you like a bed. Yo, what's up in the know, and you what's up in the flesh. Your butterflies in my stomach, more than I could digest. Oh yeah, they were feeling do my hands on the top. Oh yeah, go on and look past you. I should find no less in my jail. Finally, sooner, one day back. Oh yeah, go on and look past you. I should find no less in my jail. Oh, I'm leading blind. I'm leading blindly. Carry your hands and put all of my trust for you. We always time. It's just for nothing. I'm not in a rush. For these, I reckon
Media, can you bring the song down a bit?
will blind. I'm
Thank you.
leading blindly. Carry your hands and put all of my
Media,
trust.
sound.
Oh yeah.
All right, thank you very much. Hello, everyone. Hi, good afternoon, everyone. How are we doing? How has our break been so far? Have you all eaten something? I'm so sure all of us we all had something to eat earlier. And what's up with our agreement for you to meet a person or two? You did. Okay, kindly tell me the name of the person you met. And the person is going to attest to it here. Yes, you answered now.
Yeah, so I didn't directly meet, but I know his name is Daniel.
You want to scam me? I said you should
Okay, her name is Ren KG, her name is Itunolu, and then there's this other lady, Favor, but she's not around.
A round of applause for her, please. She actually tried. She actually tried. Thank you so much. So now we'll be going to our breakout session, and then we have four different segments, four different classes. I'll call it classes in quotes. So we have a particular class for people interested in research. Remember Miss Ruth Oladele? So if you know you're interested in research, then we have for the creatives. And it is Mr. Samuel Okike that will be speaking to the creatives. And then we have for career, that is going to be handled by Miss Judith Azi. And then we also have for, what's the last one? Business, which is going to be handled by Miss Anoluwapo Okejiro. So if you are interested in research, can you kindly move upstairs, just climb up the staircase, yeah, and sit with the media guys up there. Let's start moving. Research. If you're interested in research, because we need to rearrange here. You're not going to be dead here. If you're interested in research, kindly go up there. And the class is going to be handled by Ms. Ruth Oladele. So, research. Upstairs. Thank you. Let's make it snappy, please. And then, if it's the career, which is going to be by Ms. Judith Azi, where we had our speakers sit earlier, this is where you are going to be seated. You guys are not moving, no. I guess, okay, you guys want something else. For career, to my right hand, below the staircase here. For career, yes. Thank you. Thank you. For research, you're going upstairs. For career, below the staircase here. And now for business. Business, you are going to be seated at my right hand. Business, you guys are going to be seated here. So if you want to join the business conversation, you want to learn from Ms. Anolapo Okejiro, kindly come here. And for the creators in the house, creatives in the house, una know they create. For creatives in the house, kindly come to this side, on my left-hand side. Let's make it snappy, please. So research up the stairs, career below the staircase here, right here. Then we have business, my right-hand side. Business guys over here. And then for the creatives in the house, over here. Please, if you are seated at the back, I don't know if you guys are part of our conversations there, just kindly find your way forward. And I need a member of the protocol ushers to kindly notify people that are outside that it's time to get ready for the breakout session, that they should kindly come inside. So if you have a friend outside, just kindly call them to come inside and settle down, because our speakers will be with us shortly. Are we good? Okay, we wanted it to be based on this. Oh, okay. Okay. All right, thank you. So let's just kindly settle down. Our speakers will be joining us shortly. Kindly put down questions. I'm so sure that during the keynote address, during the panel session, you guys had questions. So this is a very good time for you to ask that particular person, me pertaining to being a creative or to being a business person. You're going to ask that question. So they are going to join us shortly. So just sit down, be calm. They'll join us shortly. Thank you very much. Thank you. So if you are just coming in, this is for the creatives. This is for business. Upstairs, we have people interested in research, and here we have people interested in career. So, and then our speaker for the creatives is Mr. Samuel Okike, and then for business is Anoluwapo Kejiro, and then for research, we have Ms. Ruth Oladele, and for career, we have Judith Azi. This is business, this is creatives.